I did have Lauren muted for a bit because she wouldn't stop fucking talking about the villain from the new Wish movie.
Well, and if we start the show now, Lauren has a very easy way to find out that you said this. Hello and welcome everybody to the AWKWARDCast.
She's not muted anymore.
Wayne, Y, and Keyframe wonder about who we have muted on Twitter.
Hello. No, I unmuted her because, you know, I saw some of the trailers for the movie. I get it. Me and Lauren have found one fictional character me and her can agree on.
Given how...
Because me and her have such different types.
I was about to say, the Venn diagram of your types are basically, they are two circles that are, we thought until now, were apart, but then we realized, no, they tap over in this one pixel.
She has the DILF train, I have stinky rat men. Or like, I mean, all my friends say that my taste is stinky. I don't agree.
Yours and Tia's is basically an 8. like
not
very
too much. There's somewhere I know.
No. That's why I'm saying, like, it's not one circle, but you have two circles that basically form in the shape of an 8.
I get that, and then it's just like, you know, I like asshole, skinny rat men. Lauren is DILF City. But then King Magnifico from the new Wish movie seems to be the one spot where the circles touch because he is a stinky man. He just also is like kind of daddy looking. And it's like, okay, you know what, I get it. A little Silver Fox action. He's also voiced by Chris Pine, which gives him like 50 extra points.
But yeah, between you and Tia, where would you say the line is drawn there? Because I would also clearly say you have a different taste, now looking at the ones that Tia falls for versus the ones...
Well, because Tia also just likes ugly men. Because, like, let's think. Doofenshmirtz, fucking Mogans from Klaus, I'm sure there's others. She's really into Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus right now. So that's one where our circles touch. I can get that. Let's see. Oh, she really likes Cedric, like a character from Sophia the First. And I'm like, I mean, I like his character, but he just kind of looks like a background Disney character. So it's like, I don't get it. Me and her do agree on Simon Petrikov from Fiona and Cake. Like, I get it. You know, depressed old man. I get it. Does Bruno count? She wants to protect Bruno. I don't think she wants to stoop Bruno. You know, like, I don't know where I stand on Bruno. I really love Encanto. And Bruno's not in the movie enough for me to actually have a solid opinion of, like, is he? Is he not? I don't know yet.
Why?
Oh god.
Why Discord?
We need to figure out why.
Yeah. That is.
But there we go.
Yeah. Getting really.
But yeah,
annoying.
I don't know. I mean, like, I also have found out that, like, my Venn diagram of, like, girl crushes, even though I am a very straight woman, I feel like I always have to preface that because people kind of give me the look of, are you? Tend to align very much with a lot of my male friends in that I really either like strong ladies or crazy ladies. There's no in between.
And yet you have a natural advantage over all your man friends in that regard.
What?
You are not even tempted to stick your dick in crazy.
I don't have one.
Exactly.
I don't have one.
Yeah. This is a naturally built-in safety precaution.
What would be the equivalent? My hand? Like, I don't know.
Don't scissor crazy.
I mean, like, that requires.
Don't run with
requires
scissors.
So much more. Look. Here's.
You're welcome.
No, I'm just saying. Look, but the logic here. This is not just because we talked about porn bots in the beginning of the show. This is not at the direction of the show. I feel like sticking your dick in crazy is less effort than scissoring crazy, because scissoring requires you have to get into a position and everything. At least with sticking your dick, in theory, the most default thing is just, you know, kind of going on just on top of them and then shove. Scissoring, you guys have to position in the bed and make sure someone doesn't fall off. You know. Depends on the size of your
I
bed.
I have to admit that my personal experience with scissoring is very limited. But I also dare to say
same. I
there's
am
a
not
little bit
committed,
more to traditional fucking
Look, I'm just saying.
than
From my research, it just looks like there's more pre-game in one than the other. But anyways, what a. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyways,
but
hi guys, welcome
hi.
to the Just Us episode.
Exactly.
This is welcome to further reasons why we need a guest.
Or not, but due to the fact that we do not have a guest and we need to kind of fill this window over here.
Yes, and we have.
I have done my
very
homework.
mesmerizing gift.
I know, but this is a gift we had last week. I left it on, so for the intro, but I did my homework and I dug a little bit through the internet and found some gifts that we now can together evaluate and decide which is the pick for the show, or maybe the gift for the show, or potentially even multiple ones, and we need to switch depending on what the mood is. So.
Yeah.
First, I found a few ones that just generally are a good reflection of our show, either in how we feel about each other or how the audience feels about us. The first one in this category.
I mean, you're already in a good place with Little Witch Academy.
I know. Then the next one, I have no fucking clue what this is from, but it has such a great energy.
What the hell is going on?
I believe I stared mesmerized at it for a few minutes earlier when I picked it out. I believe she has his phone, or she has a phone in her hand, probably checking something that he doesn't want her to check or see or send a message. Once again, I don't know which anime this is and what the context is.
See,
but she has a phone and she wants to get to the phone.
This is just when I visit Germany, and the middle one is denim, while you and I are just fucking morons.
See, also, but I find it a very entertaining one. Probably a little bit too hectic. It's probably a little bit too hectic to keep it on there permanently.
I had to stare at it a bit longer. I thought he didn't have a shirt on. No, he just has a very fleshy colored sweater.
Yeah, and there's one frame where I'm not sure if it's a panty shot or just her sock.
Is she wearing underwear?
Yeah, there's this one frame where I'm like, I hope this is a sock when she snaps her leg up and not something else white that I see up there. If it is, maybe let's move on to
the sock.
Let's assume it's a sock, but also play it safe and move to the next one. The next one is also just as a loop beautiful. Again, no idea what the context is.
I love that.
I know, right?
Great.
And I had to crop it. So there's actually it's technically full frame, obviously. So it has a little bit more. There went some effort into this GIF. Like, I can't even tell where the cut is. So 2 thumbs up to the person who cut the GIF together. It might be before the guy out of the window, because there's 1 second where there's, I believe, or 1 frame where there's no character in it. So that the backwards guy is the first one, and then the entire rest comes in. But they cut it so smoothly that it's still. Wait, maybe. Let me. Then let's give the next one already away. Let me put this one. Let me put the table back here. I said let me put the table back here. Grab this one, bzz, 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 and to show it in all its glory. Chuck. Oh my god! How far do I need to get up? There it is. Now there's. Is there a moment where no? You see, if you see the full one, there is no moment where there's none of the 3 characters in frame. So it's really a very well moved place.
It's a very well cut GIF.
Yeah. Oh god! Now with the 2 with the 2 GIFs next to each other, it's like really we're developing a little.
Hey guys, welcome to the Overstimulation podcast.
Yeah, let me get this bad boy back where it belongs, over here. No, now I'm too far. If we even want to keep this one,
I do like this one.
It's a good one.
I feel like the Little Witch one is probably the calmest of the 3.
So far, yes.
I mean, the chat can decide. They're the ones who have to stare at it.
So yeah, chat, just as a refer. We are not through yet. But we have Little Witch. We have the window. We have around the table. Then we have, for all connoisseurs of one of the, it's not even sure it's a sleeper hit, but it's a hit of the last anime season. We have Disco Babies.
Yeah, from the super happy and fun
I
anime.
know, right? You see, at
So
this
cool
point,
and
at this point in the anime, the worst what was happened was a single murder of the protagonist, so and the death of a cancer child. So technically, it's still in the fun part of the show.
Yeah. Misleading gifts for 100, Alex. Like,
But yeah,
I do really like this one. This
it's a
one's
good
really
one.
good.
As a GIF, it works very
A
well.
lot of people are saying two people so far have said Little Witch.
Yeah, but we are not even through yet. So, same creator, but a very different mood and a very different character. Chica! Also a very positive... Chica could be our guest, and this would an appropriate
She does
reaction.
look... I mean, her reaction is very apt to a guest for this show.
I know, right? And then, last but not least, I am afraid that this might be a winner. Simply, Keyframe is just overruling everybody and determining that the last one will be the winner. And she's currently trying to figure out if I'm trolling her or if it's something where I'm legit expecting her to be in favor of.
Okay, let's see. Well, hear me out. Spike would make a very interesting guest.
Also,
Guys.
he's like calm. He has a perfect like framing, like an actual person in a
he's
webcam.
Just eating ramen
Yeah.
while we're watching. Like, come on, this is a good gift.
See, I knew that this one would potentially win you over, but
I'm between that
Little
and
Witch.
Little Witch is good too.
But she?
I really like this one.
I mean, that's the thing. We can switch it out in between.
We can switch it out in between. That is true. Let's keep Chica up for now.
Sorry to the people who voted for Little Witch in the chat.
But yes, hey guys. So we don't have a magnum opus thing to share.
Yeah, we don't even have a co-host to share.
We don't even have a co-host. Why does that keep happening?
I have no idea.
Discord updated the other day, so you'd think it would fix whatever this problem is.
And maybe we didn't have it before last week's stream. Last week's stream was the first time it started. And yeah, apparently the streak continues. Yay? Question mark?
It's so weird. But yeah, we don't have a magnum opus. I made a pin. I have a new pin. I made one.
Does this represent art of the week? But yeah, pin!
I'm hoping my camera can pick it up because it blurred as soon as I held the thing up.
I noticed. Did you post it on Twitter by any chance?
I need to take full images of it on Twitter, but yeah, come on, be in the center. It's Pinky.
Mermaid Pinky.
Yeah.
Or actually not mermaid. What did they call it?
Sea pony.
Just sea pony. Okay.
The best sea pony design. I'm not going to listen to any other opinions of which main 6 member had a good one. The camera's not picking it up, but the hair has like pearl swirls in it, so it looks like really sea-like and stuff. Came just in time for Cider Fest, which makes me so happy because I was getting nervous. But no. She turned out really cute, and I'm very happy, and I'm very nervous. Some people are going to be like, why is she only that big? And it's like, do you want to pay, like, $40 per pin?
Also, you want to have, like, this kind of a pin that you're like,
like, I'm just saying, if you want a bigger pin, I mean, sure, bud, you can get this one. This one I have to hold like this with my full hand. And then the Rain and Ito one I have is even bigger. That one's like this big. And people buy it. I mean, people like the big pins, which is like cool. Where do you put them?
Yeah,
is my question.
I was about to say, I mean,
like,
sausage plates?
I mean, like, people like I mean, people like my Lilith and Hootie and Collector one because they're like this big, and people say, oh, they work well with Eda bags, which I'm guessing, yeah, if you have an Eda bag, I guess big pins are fine like that. I don't know. There was just some people who were like, I wish there were more bigger pins, and it's like, do you realize how much those cost to make? Like,
and then also to buy, I hope.
And also to buy. I'm just saying there's a reason I kickstarted this one. Because to get all the effects and its sheer size, it cost $1,000 to make these.
Ooh.
So, yeah. And the Celestia and Luna were just because they were stretch goals. Like, to make a pin that's like this big, you know, it's only like $250. But to make like one that's bigger, you know, I don't know. Consumers don't understand the production costs of things. And on one hand, I understand why they don't. But on the other hand, I feel like maybe they should learn. Learning costs nothing in your life when you have the internet. You can just look stuff up. I think it would make people a lot more sympathetic to small business people. So, read, learn, don't sneer at prices at vendor halls.
Watch Savvy reads books.
Who's that?
That's this. Yeah, I guess. Here's the thing. I didn't really plan for media because last week we talked basically about every media anyway. So I guess this is.
Oh yeah, I thought we would just eventually organically slip into stuff.
Exactly. This is. Wait, does he read books or writes books? There, she writes books. Right, she's an author. So.
What do you mean books? Books aren't free. There's such thing as free libraries. So, I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, Savvy writes books, so she is a book reviewer, but also an author, but also talks about business. But she also has an emphasis on business. Her catchphrase is something down the lines of read books and support independent businesses. So she every now and then also has videos that are not directly related to a book or something, but to goings on in the industry, where the industry can mean many things, like specifically self-publishing author industry, YouTubing, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I see the Illuminati one in the first row, so.
But she's
everyone
also
and
like
their grandmother has talked about that one, so.
I believe this was actually a point that she made in the beginning, that she for the longest time did not want to talk about it because she didn't see a unique angle that she could add to the conversation. But then she learned more about it and actually came in with a business-related angle. So
yeah,
that
makes sense.
Yeah. So she is really committed to this double multi-classing between book reviewer and...
Oh, she talked about the Sniper Wolf Jax films thing, too.
Yeah, and as you can probably see, yeah, she is one of those long video assist format kind of people, where the average one is around an hour. With
that is baby numbers.
I know.
Might I refer to the let me introduce you to FNAF lore in 8 hours and 47 minutes.
Or the brief history of Harry Potter by Lily Simpson, I believe, which is a 10-hour video.
Oh, God.
Oh, it was interesting. It was also, Lily explained it in the beginning, like chapters, and please go only to the chapters. Don't be a crazy person who watches all this in one go. I didn't watch it in one go. I watched it over multiple days, buddy. I watched it start to finish. Because
look, may I talk about FNAF?
Sure. Before that, just one more. The king is back with 6 hours.
The king is back.
Freddy Knudsen down the rabbit hole.
Oh yes, down the rabbit hole.
A new down the rabbit hole after
Fred is
how
so
many
cool.
years? After 2 years. And it's by far his longest with
now we just need
Defunctland
Defunctland to finally come out with his fucking Epcot video, and then I'll be happy that all my long essay people have come back from the fucking dead. I saw there was a great tweet that Defunctland made being like, so my Epcot video is currently 45 minutes long, so either I have to speed it up a bit, or I have to add an extra 25 minutes because he feels like that 45 is an awkward video length time. It's like, what do you mean? But yes, the king is back. All hail the king.
Yeah.
So, FNAF movie.
Oh, wait, I can put something on, I guess.
Yes, so, okay. I have thoughts on that movie. I was entertained by it. Like, I always have to preface this when I talk about the FNAF movie because people think I don't like it because I have criticisms, and that is not the case. I like the movie. This is my preface. The sign is right here as I talk. I do think that they were weirdly choosy about what things from the games was going to be the lore of the movie. Like, preface for people, like, I guess fair warning, this movie does not follow the games one for one.
What?
I had to, it was a very, hi Matt,
What? I found the most popular image of this entire movie. What are you?
Like, let me just say, it was very funny to hear Pat talk about making this being in the movie, and then his character's name tag at the diner says Ness, and he's like, oh, does that mean Vanessa or something? And then he met Scott Cawthon, and he's like, no, we gave you the name Ness because of your stupid Ness is Sans Undertale game theory from years ago. And it's like, oh, cool, but thanks.
Ness is Sans?
Yeah, he had like a weird Undertale it's one of his most popular game theories where he says that the Earthbound, like the mother Earthbound universe and the Undertale universe is the same, and that Ness is Sans.
Oh, from Earthbound. Okay, no, I actually saw this. This was before I stopped watching him.
I love looking at Matt Pat thumbnails and guessing what the theory is, and either being very correct or very incorrect. He made a Bluey film. I'll talk about FNAF in a second. He made a Bluey film theory. You know, the preschool dog show that speaks to millennials. But, like, it was a thumbnail of Bluey, and there's an atomic bomb explosion behind her.
So
and I was
reasonable.
like, okay, is it supposed to, and the title of it was like, Bluey's actually very dark. I was like, okay, is this just a clickbait thumbnail saying, you know, with talking about how some episodes tackle dark subjects, because they've had episodes talk about infertility, miscarriage, you know, this kind of stuff. No! Literally the theory is that the Bluey universe is a post-apocalyptic universe where dogs became the prime species.
So basically Adventure Time, but the backstory of Adventure Time,
but with Bluey. What are you doing?
Keyframe, have you seen my pen?
No. Why would I can't see
I don't know
under your bust.
Why would you take my pen? I need it for notes so that I know what to link
Look,
later on.
Oh, you need your pen?
Yeah.
Hold on. God, if there was ever a time that I wish I actually had a pen in real life. Would a Sharpie?
I can probably transform it into regular one. Can you toss it? Okay, thanks.
Gotta fix my camera. Did
Totally
you guys like that?
Totally
that
worth it. That was like peak comedy. Do I need to now make notes for everything, like SAVY?
That was fucking nostalgia critic vibes, where they would do like the two reviewers who were obviously not in the same room, but to throw something at each other.
SAVY.
We are no better than Channel Awesome Days.
So.
Anyways, FNAF.
Yes.
So here's the thing. I know a lot about FNAF just because of my job. And I love the FNAF franchise. I don't love how confusing the fucking thing is. People think like, oh, there's an oversaturation of lore videos. No. There's a perfect amount. Because every single one is slightly different. because it's still not succinct on what exactly the thing is.
I mean,
but the movie is a the movie's a completely separate universe from the games, because they do a lot of things that are just not like basic games lore. But I'll get into that in a bit. I mean, Max, you saw the movie, and you know basically a game theory's worth about FNAF.
that is a pretty good description of it. Before that question, as somebody who at least presents as having a good grasp on the entire thingamajig, do you think that Scott, even if we ignore the novels, which to my understanding are yet again
it's another AU,
exactly, having elements that are mutually exclusive with elements of the game, so therefore they can also not be canon. Let's not even get started on the different endings of Security Breach, which are among themselves mutually exclusive for the lore of this one game. It's almost like this game was not as polished as the previous ones. I don't know. Do you think... I believe Scott was also the least involved with Security Breach, right?
Yeah, that was the first game after his, like, proper retirement. He still is part of FNAF, but he's not, like, the main
So...
that was when Steel Wool took, like, most of the helm.
Okay. So, would you say that up until Security Breach, so... Let's leave this one and the movies and novels, which are AU anyways, out of the picture. Did he have a cohesive lore from the beginning that didn't change at all or whatever? Do you think... I mean, at the end of the day, you don't know, obviously, because you are not him, but...
Let me explain to the best of my abilities, Grandpa. So... It all starts with William Afton. No, I mean, it does. The thing is that FNAF is a series that I think should have ended at the 4th game. And it feels like it was going to, and then it decided to not. Because it feels like that there could have been, and, you know, some people would even argue it should have ended before the 4th game. But there was at least, you know, enough building blocks that you can make a story yourself. Like, it's vague horror, and there is an appeal to that, you know, it causes kind of like an unease of the unknown, you know? Because the first game, you know, you're just, these animatronics are trying to put you in a suit, and then as you play the game, there's these Easter eggs and moments where, like, newspaper articles come up talking about the missing children, and that the suits, look like they have blood and smell, where you put the pieces together because the game doesn't tell you up front that there are children inside the suit.
But then there were also the pixelated mini games.
That was not in the first FNAF game.
Yeah,
that
not in the first.
2.
Okay, we're only on the first. Sorry.
So we're on the first one, which this movie is mostly based off of. But like,
Same
then you move on to FNAF. Then you move on to FNAF 2, and then, you know, throughout the game, you're thinking this is a proper sequel to it because, well, the toy animatronics look more modern. You know, you see the withered versions of these characters, so it seems like it's a sequel, right? But then with the addition of the mini games, which introduce the purple guy and the crying child. Well, actually, not the crying child. There's a child who is crying, but we'll get to that later. You know, the first death, the first kid who got killed. And then you move on into the 6th night, and then you actually hear the fact that there's investigations and stuff, and that's how you find out FNAF 2 is actually a prequel to FNAF 1.
Dum, dum,
so it was that's when we started getting the twists kind of thing. And then we get to FNAF 3, where we start getting the multiple endings. And, you know, FNAF 3 is actually a sequel because it takes place in, like, 2015. Where where Freddy Fazbear's doesn't exist anymore. It's actually a horror attraction. They are finding a bunch of memorabilia from old Freddy Fazbear locations, including an old Springlock suit. Here comes Springtrap. And then there's all the mini games and stuff that either happen after your night is over, or you do some bullshit mini game stuff like a fucking number pad in the wall. I really hate that one. Where you know, you see the purple guy dismantling the suits, and then you see all the dead children. Purple guy goes into the suit, spring locks go, and he becomes Springtrap, and that was your enemy the whole fucking game. And keep in mind, during this entire time, William Afton's name is never fucking said. We don't know William Afton's name until fucking Sister Location. Which is the 5th game! And then we get to FNAF 4. And that's when you are, and this one is also a prequel. Technically, this one is the first game in the timeline. So this precedes FNAF 2 and FNAF 1 and FNAF 3. I'm sorry. You play as a child who seems to love the Freddy Fazbear characters, but is afraid of the suits, gets bullied relentlessly by their brother, and that causes not the bite of 87, but the bite of 83, because it takes place in 1983, because the bully brother puts the kid's head into the Freddy Fazbear suit. His tears activate the spring locks, and it bites his frontal lobe off. And then you hear Fredbear say, "I'm gonna put you back together." End of FNAF 4. Then we're in Sister Location, and that's where shit gets fucking wild. Because now you're a mechanic trying to find all the, trying to take care of babies, circus babies rental facility. And then we just start to get fucking shit like, one of the people who designed the suits is William Afton. William Afton's daughter really wanted to play with Circus Baby. Circus Baby only dispenses ice cream when there's one child in the room. She's acutely aware that there's how many children are in the room, and will only put out her little ice cream claw when there's one child, for the succinct purpose of snatching up a fucking kid. But sadly, that kid was William Afton's daughter. And then you get scooped, and then you find out, you're actually Michael Afton, who is William Afton's son, and also the bully kid, because the kid who got his head bit off by Freddy is also one of William Afton's kids. Ah! And then the games could have ended there.
Help wanted.
But no, we don't. No.
Oh.
Then Pizzeria Simulator. Which actually brings up stuff from the fucking books. Which is okay. So, you have like a pizzeria running sim game, except for when you have these moments where there are animatronics that just appear in the back of the pizzeria, and you have to investigate them. And that includes a scrap version of Circus Baby, a melted version of all the other Circus Baby animatronics, and Springtrap, who looks so much worse. And then you find out that this entire pizzeria was actually a ploy from the other person who made the animatronics. And that's how you find out that the first kid that you saw get killed in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which was William Afton's first victim, was actually the daughter of the other person who made the animatronics. And that girl who got killed became the puppet. And the puppet is the one who gave life to all the other animatronics. So the person builds this pizzeria thing. You're still Mike, who came here to try to find his daughter, his sister, and his father. And now the entire place burns down. And we should be done. And then Help Wanted and Security Breach happen.
Okay, wait. So...
I paraphrase this so much.
So, I'm trying to find. Wait, this is Sister Location, isn't it? Why did they not use...
That's a fan game. For some reason, this one has fanverse games.
I have... And yet I'm actually... But it has a Fazbear pleather, so Sister Location should be in here somewhere. Where's fucking Sister Location?
Sister Location is right next to FNAF 4.
FNAF 4? This is Sister Location.
Yeah, that's Funtime Freddy, who's in Sister Location.
Then, as you mentioned, 2 is a prequel to 1. 1 is actually here.
Yeah, then you get 3.
3 being the first actual sequel.
And then it goes up, and then it goes... Okay, so the yellow is actually the canon timeline.
Okay, because we have the
and then you get to Freddy Faz, and then you get to... That's Pizzeria Simulator. Then there's Ultimate Custom Night. Then there's VR. Then they have AR for some reason, even though that's actually not canon. And then there's Security Breach, and then there's FNAF Ruin, which is the Security Breach DLC.
That was I
say all this to say that the movie did not do a lot of these things.
Right, a movie. We were talking about a movie. Why is it zoomed in like this?
Okay, because here's the main things. Michael Schmidt, which is actually in the game's Michael Afton, seems to not be an Afton in this game. In this movie.
Yes.
He's a completely separate person who had his brother taken by William Afton, because William Afton's still here. That's who Matthew Lillard plays. And also Vanessa, who is a security breach character. That's obviously who they were referencing with a blonde police officer. She's not related to the Aftons, but apparently she is William Afton's daughter in this movie.
But then again,
okay?
isn't Vanessa's last name A dot? So she is speculated to potentially be an Afton?
She could be an Afton, but she's never referenced in any other Afton family things, because the only canonical daughter we have in the Afton family is Elizabeth, which becomes Circus Baby. Which also, there's a Springlock suit in the movie that kind of looks like Circus
dog?
Baby.
Oh, and yeah.
No,
yeah,
the doll, the one that they tried to put
the sister
girl, Abby into.
Abby, yeah, but there's also the dog suit.
The dog suit, which I think is a reference to an old wives' tale for FNAF 1, because back when FNAF 1 came out, a lot of people were like, oh, there's a secret FNAF character called Sparky the dog. He wasn't real.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, spoilers, I guess?
I guess spoilers. Look, there's no way to talk about this movie without it, I guess. But yeah, so
I guess it's also
Michael Schmidt is not related to the Aftons in this. The only way that he's related to the Aftons is that his brother got kidnapped and killed.
By Afton. So that Afton is
Afton.
responsible for his brother's death.
Which, by the way, if you wanted anything that's related to the mechanics of the first game in this movie, you are not going to get it. Michael spends more time sleeping than he does doing anything else in this fucking pizzeria.
Ooh,
which
that reminds me. Have you watched a pitch meeting for FNAF movie yet?
No, I have not. I need to.
Yeah, because the sleeping is obviously also pitch meeting. Which also goes in the description down below.
I do wonder, like, because they bring up dream theory. They have a whole book thing seen in the movie. Is that just fucking Scott being cheeky? Because one of the biggest theories in the FNAF community back when FNAF 4 came out was that all the previous games were a dream, and it was literally called Dream Theory. That it was just the crying child who got his lobe bit off having dreams.
Oh, you mean
and that's what the previous games were.
So basically like the Smash Brothers theory.
Yeah, but I don't know, but either way, like, so my biggest thing is just, I wish they would just have gone with the timeline of the games and just expanded upon that instead of making an AU, because it's fine for people who know jack shit about FNAF. That's fine. But there's so many Easter eggs in here that it's kind of like, huh? Will people who know jack shit actually still get it? Is it actually that entrance friendly just because you're not following the plot of the games? Which I would argue, having a movie where you can just expand upon the plot of the games probably would have been the best way to go about it.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I guess we probably are over spoilers, whatever. That's the thing. This time, unlike for Uncharted, I am not this blank slate coming in blind, and therefore being able to answer on how can this movie be seen by somebody who does not know anything about FNAF. Same for Denim. She also had a similar level of awareness of. We have been on the internet for too long. This game's out. It's one of those things
where you have to, where you know at least a little bit.
Exactly. You know who Purple Guy is. You know that there are different.
There are kids in the suits. Kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, Denim was able to predict that the fifth kid is Golden Freddy, while I was still thinking it's a cupcake. So
no, the cupcake. I love the people who are like, wait, is the cup? Because in Pizzeria Sim, there is a mini game where you actually see the girl who would be put into Chica, and the whole thing of how William Afton guides her away to cause the event, you know, to kill her, is that he apparently has her dead dog. So a lot of people theorize that the spirit inside of the cupcake is just the spirit of a dog,
because
which is why he's so fucking bitey.
That would explain a lot, because the cupcake shows a lot of autonomy. It doesn't seem like the cupcake is a part of Chica.
It seems to be that's the remnant of like a dog. Which, by the way,
Golden Freddy is so weird in this movie because
my big criticism. I wish the kids' spirits didn't talk. Like, not that I'm saying dead children shouldn't have a voice, but I feel like part of the appeal of the games is the fact that the animatronics can't really speak. You know, a lot of what's terrifying about them is that and why they do such violent things is because they have no mouth and they must scream. And they do. That's what the jump scares are. But like, I feel like having them talk to Mike through the dreams, or at least Golden Freddy's, is very like, huh? I don't know. I feel like that gets rid of some of their mystique.
And also, Abby seems to be able to just outright communicate with them.
Yeah, which is very strange. I mean, if they brought up Remnant in this movie, then it would have made some sense. But I don't want to open the can of worms of soul goo infused metal, which is a thing. But also, here's my question: William Afton killed the kids that are in the suits that become Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy. Where the fuck is the soul of Mike's brother? Wouldn't it have made sense that Golden Freddy would have been like...
I have the feeling there is a little bit of sequel bait going on.
It has to...
I mean,
my theory is that Mike's brother is going to be the puppet. Because apparently in some scenes, because the movie got released digitally the same day, because of course it did, that people have said that you could see the puppet's eyes in certain scenes, and the puppets are the ones who give life. So I wouldn't be surprised if instead of having Henry and the other person, and instead of it being Charlotte who's inside the puppet, if they're like, oh, it's Mike's brother who's in the puppet, which which gives the kids life, and also explains why the Abby can see them, because
that would be a good explanation, but I have a better one.
Okay, sure.
The little brother is in the one character, the one we know also is there, seems to have certain abilities.
Oh, is it the
Balloon
fucking Balloon Boy?
Of course, Balloon Boy!
I fucking hate Balloon Boy. The only times that I got actually jump scared in the damn movie was Balloon Boy, and I hate every time I was like, God fucking damn it, I hate this piece of shit. Balloon Boy is a thorn in my side of the FNAF franchise, because what the fuck is he? He's just a statue! Like, why is he in every game? Like, since FNAF 2? I just don't...
Is he also a statue in the games? Like, doesn't he also
seems
move?
to, like, he can crawl and stuff, but his default pose is this. He doesn't have joints like the rest of the robots do. But, like... No, he's just in FNAF 2, then he's a Phantom in FNAF 3. In the Halloween version of FNAF 4, he replaces the plush trap in the hallway game. And which I love. They're like, oh, that Halloween update, the Nightmare Marionette and the Nightmare Mangle and that stuff, that's not canon. But the Balloon Boy is, because fucking little shit. I had to collect renders of FNAF characters for a DA Games video. And every version of Balloon Boy, every single one has, like, O1 for file organization, character name. The only one that doesn't is him. Every single one gets number, little shit, and then variants of little shit. I hate him. I hate his fucking face. He steals my batteries, and I hate him. That's his only purpose in FNAF 2, by the way, if you haven't played it. is that you have a flashlight, because in FNAF 2 there's no doors. You just have to put on your Freddy mask or flash a flashlight to keep Foxy away. And if you don't scare this kid away, he steals your batteries, and you just kind of have to wait for Foxy to kill you. He's literally a game ender. I hate him.
Glorious. But yeah, he seems to be able to somehow move nonetheless. Otherwise, how would he steal the batteries?
Yeah. To scare the taxi driver, played by YouTuber.
Whoever. Yeah. Also, the fun thing, from all the cameos of the YouTubers in it, MadPat was the only one. I had trouble even recognizing him, like, oh, he looks vaguely familiar. And then he ended with, that's a whatever, food theory. And I'm like,
that's just a theory.
Oh, it was MadPat.
Well, yeah, because the thing is that the cameos range from this. You got MadPat as Ness, the waiter. Corey X Kenshin is the taxi driver.
And then
a bunch of YouTubers are actually on the Employee of the Month sign. Like Dawko and a lot of Will's friends, honestly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that security guard that dies in the beginning of the movie, not a spoiler, it's literally that was supposed to be Markiplier, but because Markiplier's making Iron Lung, we could have a timeline where Markiplier got killed in the first few minutes of the FNAF movie. You know what? I'm proud of Marky for making
why he
his
wasn't
movie.
in there. Because his
Let's
Plays are
entirely
literally
scheduling conflicts.
Yeah, because because of pitch meeting for shits and giggles, I googled FNAF on not googled. I searched FNAF on YouTube and sorted by view count. And besides Living Tombstone's music videos,
the first one is literally the scariest game I ever played.
Exactly.
FNAF.
Exactly. And this Markiplier, and even among the Let's Plays, I scrolled for quite a bit, and I believe all the Let's Plays were just part one of Game 1, Part 1 of Game 2, Part 1 of Game 3, Part 2 of Game 1, and then, for some reason, Part 9 of Security Breach. Like,
that's probably one of the endings or something.
But there's still a Part 10. So there's Markiplier,
Unless it's the one scene in Security, unrelated. Like, one of my favorite things is compilations of Mark playing Security Breach, because Security Breach is so fucking broken. Yep. It's just a compilation of him being frustrated at the game.
This might
because
be
there's
number
like
9 then, yeah.
He's getting chased by Monty, and he's like calling for Freddy, and Freddy runs past him. Freddy!
Oh, I watched the entire Let's Play. I guess I put this on the list too.
But no, Markiplier was supposed to be the security guard at the beginning of the movie.
That would have made so much sense.
But because he's filming Iron Lung, he didn't have time. But they did say that if the movie gets a sequel, which, why are we saying if?
Yeah, at
why
this
are
point,
we saying if? This movie's making gangbuster money.
And
like,
it's and again,
so
it had sequel baity. Nah, with the unclear open ending with Vanessa didn't even get a bunny suit yet. I demand my skin-tight bunny suit.
I'm just, my thing is like, what is the narrative purpose of her getting it at this point? Because she's going against her father now. So, like, why would she? Like, the only reason would be is that if somehow Springtrap gets out of the pizzeria, which, no, and he steals Vanessa's body and is like, I'll put you back together again, and puts her in a Vanny suit, and that's what's keeping her alive.
No, I mean, there's still the thing that maybe now that she is going against him and she hears of some mysterious happenings in a VR game, that she then goes there to investigate, just to then get what's it called, glitch trapped.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that could work, and she gets possessed, kind of thing.
Shit,
that could work.
So I just looked at the time. We really should introduce some other topics.
I'm sorry, FNAF has a lot going on.
Me too. I mean, I was part of it. I was completely part of it.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. This is interesting to talk about, because it's just so... I do have one thing, and I guess it's a spoiler, so put the spoiler thing up.
Oh boy.
I do have one really legit thorn in my side with this movie.
I'm working on it. Okay, I found it.
Fucking hate the twist that it was the drawings on the wall that was controlling the kids. That's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. There's
early on. The drawings are a language that children speak of. With this totally not fake psychiatrist introducing the concept.
I'm sorry. There is no reason for that. again, maybe if they did introduce Remnant in this whole conversation, it would have made some sense, because the whole point of Remnant is that it does cause William to have some control of the kids, because the Remnant is, it's infused with their souls. So maybe that could have been some probability. But also, why do we have them being controlled by Springtrap in the first place? They're not controlled by Springtrap in the games. Far from it. Because until the third game, you realize that the past few games you've been playing, he's kind of just been rotting in a locked room. Like, the reason the animatronics attack security guards and don't like adults is because they were killed by a security guard who was an adult. Like, I feel like we didn't need the supernatural reasoning of why they were listening to Springtrap. Like, you don't really need that. They're just kind of... I feel like they gave the animatronics too much autonomy for it to actually be kind of scary. Just make them that they are... because they are just a child soul in a suit, they kind of are primitive. You know? They can't really do much. They're in fucking suits from the literal 80s, because that's the one thing I'll give this movie. Thank God you didn't try to modernize the first FNAF game into 2023. They could just use a cell phone.
Yeah, but I guess...
it does take place in the 90s, and they are well aware that it's the 90s.
But I guess if they would have made the animatronics more... I guess we can probably move away at it. But if they would have made the animatronics more like in the game, like just indiscriminatorily attacking whoever is a security guard, then many of the plot points of the movie could not have happened, for better or for worse.
I suppose. Look, I had a fun time watching this movie.
Yeah.
I think it gives me the same vibes of 80s, 90s horror schlock, and that's what I go for with... I wasn't going into the FNAF movie expecting a genuine horror experience. I was expecting a fun time with really good-looking puppet work, which is really...
Jim
those
Henson.
animatronics look really... Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to go see the second movie when it comes out. It'll probably be the same amount of stupid fun, and I really just want more... I want more Matthew Lillard. He was not in the movie enough. He really... You could tell he loved this role with his entire being. He's just like... Especially when he got to finally wear the suit. He really was like, Mike! It's like, I'm just happy. Give me more horror movie Matthew Lillard. We haven't gotten that since fucking Scream. I want more. But okay, we could talk about something else.
Something else.
Anything else, please.
We have finished some stuff in recent TV times.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
the new Harley Quinn season fucking sucked.
I was about to say, don't you have any thoughts on Harley Quinn season 4?
I hated season 4 of Harley Quinn.
But here's the thing, why we are not off the hook just yet. Season 1, we had a good time. We had a good enough time that we tuned in for season 2, which kind of sucks. But then they got the game back together for season 3. Which then ended up with season 4, which was really, really... I mean, I laughed a lot, but it was...
Class.
Exactly. So season 3, hypothetically, could be good again.
I'm hoping, but like...
I mean, but after so much character and character assassination... I don't know how to say to make it more punny.
I don't want to spoil the end of season 4, but God, they pulled so much out of their ass. Like it is so. You know it's bad. When I was able to predict the resolutions of so many episodes, we would be watching it and I would pause and I'd be like, okay, here's my prediction, and Max is like, okay, what is it? This is gonna happen. They're gonna form this, and they're going to do this with this character. You think so? I don't want it, but sure. Press play. A, B, and fucking C happen. I was so mad at the last episode because I was like, they did every single thing I predicted, and not in the good way. I was so mad.
But shouldn't you like this season because it was about girl power? And being a woman in business.
I think I'm exhausted with very textbook humor that is men bad. Like, there's a way you can do that type of humor. I'm not above that. I like pointing out that guys overcompensate for their dick size. Like, I like that humor, but I don't like it when it's just done the same textbook way over the course of an entire fucking season. Like, it's just annoying. It's bad that the funniest plot line to come out of this entire season was Bane trying to find a fucking pasta maker. That's not a spoiler.
Chat asked for spoilers, Thingy.
Okay, but look, I mean, if spoilers are on, what a terrible fucking way to introduce the Gotham City Sirens. And or the Birds of Prey.
Wait, let me...
Because Catwoman just appears.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Oh, we used the same pic when we last time talked about it. But yeah, it's a little bit mean of having spoiler sign on, but no indication what the spoiler is about.
No, that's fair. Also, I really fucking hate... I saw a tweet go around being like, what's your least favorite misconception of Harley Quinn? Mm-hmm. I should have quote tweeted that being like, I hate this fucking modern thing that Harley has the no capability of being like just a good person. Because it also gives a very, like, I was talking about this with my therapist, actually, because we sometimes just follow me. It's called having casual talks to go into more deeper conversation, okay?
So, please continue your story where you literally had to talk to your therapist about Harley Quinn show season 4. Please, elaborate.
No, okay. No, don't mince my words here, bud. I'm saying that, like, look, do you walk into your therapist's office being like, hey, doc, time to go trauma dumping, so let me tell you about when I was 12. No, so we were talking to get into actual therapy, and I was talking about Harley Quinn, and we were talking about how it's a very lazy writing trope to write mentally disturbed characters having no capability of good. Like, because let's face it, Harley is a very mentally ill woman. And the whole plot line that they seem to be going here is that she has to repress evil tendencies. Because that's just who she is. And that the resolution is, no, you're an outsider. Is just, it's lazy. It's fucking lazy. Especially since Harley, it makes it feel like our Harley has no autonomy of herself. Very key word here today, I guess. But like, it makes it seem like she has no control over herself, which honestly makes her, for a show that is supposed to be about her own self-empowerment and individualizing herself,
at least in season 1,
kind of makes her seem more helpless.
Dude, we are like 4 seasons in. They have forgotten what season 1 was about at this point. Also, it's an odd number, an even number season, so obviously it's a different writing team.
I think the showrunner changed too.
Did it change again after season 4?
No, it changed for season 4.
Yeah, but do we have another confirmed change for season 5?
I don't think so.
How else do they want to keep the good bad thing going?
Yeah, but I don't know. To me, I'm just kind of like, it was just a very interesting conclusion, because it was like, it may the fact that it's like in this whole show that's supposed to be about Harley making herself into an individual, she has kind of made herself more helpless. And it also doesn't help that it's like both of her relationships, whether it be with the Joker or Ivy, and Ivy is supposed to be the step up, that she just kind of becomes a submissive in both of the relationships, and it just kind of feels like she loses herself in both, but losing herself in the Ivy one is better than losing herself in the Joker one. I don't know. Also, Ivy's character is just shit in this season. I fucking hate how they did Ivy's character this season. Just to go back to square one. It's like, I don't need these streaming season developments and then regressions. I'm so done. I'm so done with it. Also, way to bring up the Killing Joke, kind of, but make it Harley.
Yes. just casually like dropping it, like, hey, come in, poof, go out. Like,
Yeah. And now we just have Oracle, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels like this show is written by people who don't like superhero comics.
Oh,
but that's how it.
So Harley Quinn's show is basically The Boys comics.
I guess it just kind
it's
of
a hate
feels
letter
like,
to superheroes.
Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like with a lot of modern superhero stuff that it's written by people who seem to be ashamed that they're writing stuff based off superhero IPs. Because when was the last time we got a Marvel movie or something that just kind of embraced the fact it was a superhero thing and doesn't constantly point out how meta it is or how this superhero trope is kind of dumb or something like that? I feel like the last time we've gotten that was fucking Spider-Verse. And I barely count that as a Marvel movie. That is just Spider-Man.
It's true.
I just want more things made earnestly and genuinely. Is that so bad? Do we as an audience want to go into a media feeling ashamed that we like the media? Like, I don't get it.
It's a form of masochism. Modern superhero fan masochism.
If I want masochism, I'll just watch Ladybug, man. Like,
Talking about, we found out we had one more episode.
You talk about this one. I've been talking enough.
Oh, how do I find what was the name of it?
Just look up Miraculous Ladybug Spaceship episode.
Yeah.
I need to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Go look it up.
Spaceship. Ladybug Spaceship gives you interesting search results. I guess I have to add a miraculous. I'm still looking for the spaceship, so you haven't. Oh, you can't even hear me yet. Space shuttle? I don't know. It was a I can't. I see now Lego space shuttles. This is not helping.
Hold on, I'll find it.
Okay. Point being, so we were, I mean, first, what was the thing
Did we talk about the multiverse special?
Oh yeah, this was also a thing that happened, like, there was this weird, I believe we did, because when I scrolled up to look something up for when we were the last time.
Yes, the episode's called Intuition.
Intuition, that's it. Okay, Ladybug.
Which, Enigma, why do you know the name of that? Do you watch Ladybug? Why?
There's this. I need more spacesuits. There's the images that I find are. Oh, okay, yeah, I found the image. I'm stealing somebody's thumbnail from the YouTube video. I'm sorry for that, but the akumatized AI. There's a fucking AI that got akumatized. Oh, but this picture is also great. Just Ladybug outside the spaceship, like.
I wish we had a gif of the girl like flinging herself outside of the spaceship, and they still had the model in A pose. Whee! Like, I busted out laughing, like cackle laughing, and Max was like, "What happened?" And so I had to rewind. He's just like, "Oh."
But yeah, for some reason.
I mean, the whole episode was just, why doesn't Monarch use Second Chance, which is the snake miraculouses, which literally turns back time.
And he uses it so inefficiently. So the answer is he's an idiot. That's how.
The part that killed me, and speaking of kill, like, keep in mind, throughout this season, he's just dying because he got cataclysmed on the arm, and he's just slowly turning into ash. And every time he uses a miraculous, it just speeds up the process. What? I don't know. Miraculous doesn't deserve that.
Okay,
no.
Miraculous doesn't get spoilers.
But there's a scene where he's talking to one of his business partners, and he keeps like, I guess, fucking up the deal. And instead of just trying to, flow with it to try to reconvince them, he keeps using Second Chance to keep going back. He tries like 9 times. it's also just implied that he did this, like,
Before, yeah.
like, this whole asteroid plot multiple times. And yeah, that he's probably done it before this episode, which means how many fucking times did he just do something and just kind of, like, Control-Z'd it, and that just wasn't an episode?
Which basically reminds me of the ending of the special, which, fun fact, comes out after the season, but takes place basically very early on in the
season premiere.
Yeah.
Which
right
there's
after.
a reason, there's stuff in the special that takes place later on in the
But it's still,
series.
but they still, yeah, I mean, for that reason, it makes sense to release it after, but then it still feels like, I'm back now and here, like, sorry, if you want to include elements in an event that canonically happened very early on in the developments, you need to find a more elegant way than just half-assed release a special after the season is over that brings you back to the beginning just so you can include the elements that would be a spoiler for the finale, and then create a very shitty experience. Like, why are we back here? What happened to all the shit that happened in between?
What happened to all the character development these
Exactly.
characters went, like, now we're just back to here, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, is it? I mean, look, the special did give us Gabriel singing the theme song, which fucking killed me. It's just like,
But
it's like, sorry, bud, I know that we are now getting rid of your job because your character isn't around anymore. Why don't you sing the theme song for us?
exactly. But it's also like, no, this one also, so the special also has an ending about the special specific use of a miraculous that would basically be a instant win strategy. And Hawkmoth tries to do it and immediately gets like interrupted by a ladybug. Like, she counters it. They go back and forth for 5 minutes, and then he's like, "Oh no, I can't do it." Wait half a day and do it again without her knowing that you're doing it, and you can get away with it. It's just so dumb. Like this.
It's literally, it's so cartoony because he like, because the villain like shoots an arrow, gets rid of her lucky charm.
Oh yeah, back in the episode.
And then he gets briefly distracted. She goes behind a wall, detransforms, retransforms, does the lucky charm again.
Just do it one more time. You already
just do it again.
Yes.
Like, it's so dumb. And now, given the developments of that happened at the end of the season, they can't
basically dimension
ever
hopping.
do that again.
But in the special, he finds a way to dimension hop, and it's like, haha, I just steal the miraculous and the miraculous from a different dimension, and she just dimension travels
Then he gets
ahead of
beaten up
it.
like 5 times, and
he
then
gives
he
up.
just says
Again,
defeat.
he just has to try the same trick the next day. He just needs to wait for a few days and then dimension hop again when she is not aware that he is about to try dimension hopping. And then she has no chance of stopping him. It's so dumb.
It's so dumb. Anyways, we gave enough time to Miraculous Ladybug.
That is fair.
And just to let people know, we have started watching Captain Laserhawk. We've watched 2 episodes so far. Max is not sure how to feel on it.
Yeah. I'm very, very weirded out by the show.
Why are you weirded out by it?
I might just be pissed that they killed a certain character, like immediately.
Very early.
Yeah, very early.
I mean, I agree.
It's like
we're not at the Rayman sushi scene yet. If people are wondering.
But yeah, all I have something stuck in my throat. Fridging. Sorry.
What?
Fridging.
What does that mean?
They have one female character and they fridge her.
Oh, I've never heard the term fridging.
I mean, wait, what?
But no, I get it.
That is a term, yeah. But that
no, it is a term. It is a term. I've never heard it
trope.
before. Yeah, I just never heard of. I've never heard of the trope name. I'm seeing it now, but yeah. But either way, I mean, like, it seems like a lot of the stuff that people have been hyping about the show on Twitter and things like that happen in later episodes, I guess, because we have not seen them yet.
Yeah.
Like, Rayman is still a very happy boy. I'm waiting for him to snap. But I'm sure we'll talk more about it when we finish it, because the show's only 6 episodes, so we'll get there.
Anything else? Did we have we finished Ladybug twice? Because We discovered more episodes.
also, apparently there's an Earth Day special we haven't watched yet.
Jesus.
I don't wanna.
Yeah. What else?
Because apparently it's apparently about plastic usage, and it's like, France, you are not the place to advertise recycling. Your streets are so filthy. Why are you talking about it? I think that's it.
Okay, then I guess Q&A.
Q&A time. I mean, about time.
About time, indeed.
Do we have anything on Twitter?
Oh, we have things on Twitter. Let's stop with the. Let's keep J-Rock for the end. Let's see how much time we have. So let's give some other people the spotlight who are not as frequent askers. Fella Fidel asks, what would you do if you had the ability to stop time at will with a snap of your fingers?
Can you repeat that?
What would you do if you would have the ability to stop time at will with the snap of your fingers?
You shouldn't give either of us that level of power.
True story.
That is dangerous.
Okay, let's go for the comedic answers.
Yeah, because also my brain went to my brain went to some animes and stuff that I watched that people who have those abilities, and I'm like, that's just a dangerous power. Wait, okay, so is this like Futurama finale laws, where since time is stopped, I could just walk over like water and stuff because time is just frozen, so everything's just kind of solid?
Potentially. I mean, technically, no.
I still wouldn't want to walk across an entire ocean. That sounds tiring.
Get a bike. But then again, the bike would probably sink in. I mean, even...
Either way, let's see. Because that's just the thing. Snapping time, like, that's great. But most things I want to do that I don't have time to do are in places that I would need to require time to pass. Like, being on a plane or something like that. Unless I can unfreeze the plane.
I'm also thinking, like, for example, I often complain about not having enough time for all the things that I would like to do. But it's also like, if I wanted to be like, hey, I want to have more time to practice drawing. So I draw digitally, which means my computer therefore needs to be unfrozen. My computer needs electricity, so I also need to unfreeze all of electricity, or at least the electricity this becomes very quickly very problematic how much I actually can do with my frozen time.
There's a utility to time. And also, I mean, like, I'm also of the belief that I think knowing that there is a passage of time makes you treasure the things that you are doing much more.
Yeah. So, okay, what would we do with it? I mean, we still have to come up with something.
Okay, let's go with comedic and not existential. Okay, so if I had the ability and I could pause time...
Cheat at poker. Just like...
Cheat at poker, that's
you sit around the poker table, and when somebody's looking, click, run around the table, peek under, back to your seat, I'm folding.
Oh, I got a great one. So I buy a lottery ticket, and I pause time right when they're doing the Powerball numbers. And I just go, and I pick out the balls that are exactly the numbers on my lotto ticket. So that way they fall, go back, snap my fingers, and then it does the ball.
So we also basically need to break into the studio. I love that.
Who's gonna stop me? The security guards?
It's true. I mean, normally, there would be... I don't think that all doors would be locked necessarily. There's probably an audience or whatever. It's just like, not everybody can just walk in unhindered. Unless, of course, you're outside of time.
Exactly.
Okay,
I mean, the other thing I would do is just embarrass my friends and loved ones while time is paused, because I could just make them into weird positions and stuff, and then snap my fingers, and that's where they come back. I could use this as a way of, like, pseudo post-hypnotic suggestion. Like, for example, maybe I have a friend who refuses to drink water properly. Not pointing fingers. But I pause time and I put a water bottle in their hand. And then I unpause time and they're like, I guess I was going to drink water. Why else would I have this in my hand?
Or just refill the glass. Like that.
Exactly.
Take a sip, blip, back in. Take a sip, blip, back in. Because
Yes,
the entire
exactly.
bottle would be too much like, whoa, what's that? What happened? But just internally like,
Yes.
thought I already...
Or inversely, I could have a drinking game with someone being like, let's see who can hold their alcohol better. Keep pausing time to refill their glass. They don't know. They think that they're still at their first glass.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, pause time, throw up, keep drinking.
Both work, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, okay, I believe we answered this question.
Okay, we have exhausted this question. I also like denims of starting a new lane at the grocery store. It's just a thing of convenience. All right, so question on Discord. Scrolling down. Here we go. From Magical Dude. Would you rather only ever snack on your favorite chips/crisps because they're British, or your favorite sweet treat? So a savory snack versus a sweet snack. Would you rather?
Okay.
And you do get it to be your favorite.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I feel like if you have the same thing over and over, like to that amount,
But
your favorite no longer becomes your favorite.
True.
Unless you're just that level. Unless you are certain types of people who like run on a certain kind of routine where the only thing you can eat is chicken nuggets and mac and cheese, because those are people.
But no, I dare to say, like, no, it teaches you moderation.
Mm-hmm.
So if you overeat it, because I have my Frit sticks, which I love eating, and I keep getting them again and again when every week, but I spread them out because if I would just get 5 packs of it and eat 1 pack each day, I would get tired of it fucking quickly, obviously. So I dare to say, and I mean, it's also the only snack remaining by this logic, because it's either this one or this one.
I want to shout out Fidel saying I'd rather eat savory so I don't get cavities. You get cavities by not brushing your fucking teeth. You can get cavities by eating only savory food. You still just get the gross foodstuffs in there and you don't clean it. Okay, but for me, I'm picking sweet just because I discovered recently that if there's only 2 types of food that don't make my stomach completely want to die, and that's sweets and spice. My life is a hell of my own but no, here's the thing. It was Halloween recently, right? I ate, you had the candy bowl near you, you're going to eat candy. And I've been recently just not been able to eat a lot of food because it's just been affecting my stomach. And it's been like healthy food, even it's not just junk food. I've had junk food and it's made my stomach be upset, but also normal food. But candy doesn't make me sick at all. Something that you'd think would. So I guess I'll go with sweets because at least I can be rest assured that I'm not gonna die.
That's a good
and they are snacks, so you just don't eat as many. So it's just that, like, you don't have like a variety of snacks. I'm still assuming in this Would You Rather we still can have like dinners and breakfasts.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise we would die within a year anyways, no matter if it's the sweet or the savory snack.
Exactly. But thank you, Magical. Do we have another one on Twitter?
Oh, we have more on Twitter. MutePony66 asks, what do you find scarier, space or the ocean? What about it scares you?
Oh. I mean, both are kind of terrifying. If I were to have a Sandra Bullock situation and go gravity, I mean, that would be terrifying.
I mean, it's like, there's a reason why Lovecraft monsters come either out of from outer space or out of the ocean.
Okay, I guess it devolves into what is the more terrifying concept? The fact that space is kind of a lot of vastness of nothing. So if you are stuck out there, you are alone. Or the fact that we do know that there's millions upon millions of things in the ocean, but we haven't seen them yet. Like, is it scarier to be alone, or is it scarier to not know who you're with? Which, man, I should write for horror movies. I'm gonna say the ocean. I feel, I feel like there's a certain level of pressure, literally, of just like if I was stuck in the ocean, and just the fact like there are things swimming past me all the time, and I know that there are, but I can't see them. But they could see me. I feel like that is a more terrifying concept than just being out in space. Because you know what? I could just take my helmet off and it'll be a very quick goodbye.
Funny,
So-
because I actually legitimately would go the other route.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let me hear. Why?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, I believe it's the unlimitedness of it. Né? Space is just this unlimited void that extends forever, while the ocean, for a simple tiny human, an ocean is still like incomprehensibly big. But space is even worse, and I personally like the ocean. Obviously, surface level.
I mean, I love the ocean.
Exactly. I like swimming. I like going to the ocean. I have a lot of positive associations with the ocean, and therefore I have a harder time being scared of it just because it has depth, literally.
I mean, I'm assuming that the thing that's in this Would You Rather is the deep ocean, so like you are not near land in the slightest.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like I know the friendly side of the ocean, so I am not. I have a hard time being scared of the deeper things. I don't have them that consciously present. While the space is just like the idea of space is like, holy shit. So, yeah.
I mean, that's fair. I think my thing is just, I think there's something terrifying of just how little we know about a thing that has been on the Earth longer than we are. We know so little about what's actually in the water.
Which
and
actually,
I find
I
that
think
to
is
be
cool.
I think it's cool. I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be the one who discovers it speedrun style. I would love, but I mean, I guess here's the thing. I think I may also find space less scary because I used to want to go into a profession that would make me very acutely aware of space, so I know a lot about it. So it's less scary for me.
So
I have many positive associations with space.
So basically, your argument is the same one with mine, just for the other thingy.
Yes, I copied your homework, but changed the words a bit. But okay,
the
do we have
homework you gave me a hard time a moment ago for.
Exactly.
But yeah, back to Discord, I guess.
Back to Discord. This one's a quick one. Who would last a try not to laugh? Who would outlast? Who would last a try not to laugh challenge longer? So, which of the two of us would?
That it depends. I believe it depends on the day and the week on everything. I can be very stoic. You even pointed at me, okay? Because I was about to say.
I'm sorry. Look, I don't want to give in to the German stereotype, but if you know that it's a challenge, it's not the keys jingling. It's the fact that you're doing it. Like, it's not the thing itself. Stop!
And there it is. There was an audible laughter.
It does not sound good on the mic, man.
Oh, sorry.
But no.
Sorry,
like,
Chad.
Here's the thing. It's just, I feel like you would know because it's a challenge that you would turn on the stoic button. You kind of have a little bit of a switch. You're not a naturally, like, giggly person. I feel... That sounded so weird. But I don't know, I just feel like you would know when to turn it off. I do not have that ability. I still have some light behind my eyes.
Sociopathy. Sign up today with your local sociopath center.
Or psychologist.
No, that would help you get over it.
You don't get over sociopathy. What? Are you a writer for Harley Quinn? What the
No. Didn't you watch season 4? The point is that you cannot just overcome it and you just sleep murder people. Spoilers?
Anyways, do we have any more on Twitter?
Oh, we have another one. Yeah. J-Rock asked, for both, would you rather the Justice League defending you against the Avengers or the Avengers defend you against the Justice League?
Justice League, obviously. They're not busy quipping every 5 seconds. They can actually protect me.
Are we talking specifically MCU versus DCEU? Is the other Avengers as hopelessly quippy in every iteration?
I'm going with MCU. Look, there's no specificity with this question.
It's true. It's very true, as so often.
So I'm going with the most modern interpretation.
Can I string up a good counter position? I mean, they have Superman, which already means that they're overpowered. So
yeah, especially if you go with modern Superman, who's just
I like a good underdog story.
Okay, so you're gonna
And
go
look
with the
at
Avengers?
it. Yeah, look at it. So the Avengers, whoever currently is, who's even left?
That's a great question.
I mean, I believe we left Phase 4 and are already in Phase 5 or something like it.
Who is in the Avengers
right now?
Phase 5?
Hulk, I believe, technically did not retire, so he is technically an Avenger.
I mean, Ant-Man and Wasp, I guess, are still there.
Yeah, they are there.
The Marvel, so Captain Marvel,
flies.
Miss Marvel.
I mean, Captain Marvel
and,
is out there in space. She made it very clear that she only comes when you beep her for an emergency.
Whoever was left after whoever's the remaining members of the Guardians, which
also not part of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Original Avengers. Black Widow.
I guess just
dead.
Ant-Man, Wasp, and maybe Hawkeye's daughter.
Or not daughter. Oh wait, the daughter. Technically, the daughter also showed ambitions, but he also had this the girl from the Green Arrow show, no, from the Hawkeye show.
Echo?
His disciple.
Yeah.
It's not his daughter. It's the other one.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of other members. Falcon. Captain America.
Oh, right. He's the new Captain America. Right. Oh, yeah. Wait. No, they actually were... Hawkeye got replaced by the girl. Kate Bishop. Thank you, Oli.
Yes.
Hawkeye got replaced by Kate Bishop, so they still have an Archer. Black Widow got replaced by Black Widow. I mean, Natasha got replaced by her sister. So they kept this identical. Captain America got replaced by Captain America, so this stays identical except for the fact that he's no longer superpowered but instead can fly. Who else was there? Hulk is still there technically, even though he is less beast and more
Bruce Banner.
Big chill dude with taco. Ant-Man is there, and probably the Wasp.
Is Shang-Chi an Avenger?
He got recruited at the end of his movie, or at least he got called in, but we never saw him since. Then, of course, we have Scarlet Witch had a thing happening to her, which makes her a little bit less qualified to be among the Avengers. Same thing with Vision, but Vision is technically also back, so Vision could replace Vision again.
Yeah, White Vision. Where the fuck did he go? Why wasn't he in the Doctor Strange movie at all? Oh,
Spider-Man technically could still be an Avenger. Everybody has just forgotten about Peter Parker.
Yes. Yeah, that could be. Either way. So, are you going to go with the Avengers knowing who's in it?
I can fix them.
I don't know, man. Disney fucked him up bad.
I know. They come out of an abusive relationship with Disney, and I'm there, and I need to help them get back on their feet.
So they can beat up the Justice League.
Exactly. But we need to move quickly because once
don't worry, we don't even have an FMK.
Oh no, I mean, like, once James Gunn gets in there and builds up the DCEU again, they might actually be competent.
Yeah, like, look, I'm sorry. I have the new Aquaman. I have Blue Beetle, and I'm gonna be getting whoever the new Superman is.
I mean, I'm not too
Blue
worried.
Beetle was good.
I'm not too worried about Blue Beetle, but if he brings his actually bloodthirsty murderous family, then I'm getting worried.
I love Blue Beetle. I like that movie.
Fucking murder hobos. He is a hero who has a entourage of D&D players in real life with high-tech weapons.
Yes, that is amazing. I want that as my found family. Oh, but okay. So next question. Let's see. Here's one from Avocado Burger. Great name, Modi. Great name. Ask Awkward. The wizard is sending you away on a forced vacation. Would you rather be in a cabin in the woods for a month or on a beachside hut for a week? Neither place has Wi-Fi. P.S. Exclusivity rules. You both can't take the same choices.
Oh, we are going hard on the would you rather. So, who gets to pick first?
Both places sound actually kind of nice.
Same. Here's the thing. I mean, I can tell you why I wouldn't mind either. I went to vacation, to adventure vacations, which was basically up in the woods, no Wi-Fi, no nothing, sleeping in a tent, going on a trekking tour, going down with a canoe down the river, and it was great. I also used to go to have a beach vacation in Spain, and I didn't take my laptop to the beach. I took a book and I went into the ocean. So yeah, I don't mind.
I like to imagine you in the ocean with reading the book. And then the wave hits you.
I have one of those blow up tables where I have the book or the cocktail glass.
The book is wrapped in plastic wrap, so
exactly.
that way
every
it doesn't
single page
get ruined. Every page.
I don't mind either.
God. And you know what? I'm gonna add a rule to this. Mm-hmm. You have to be alone during this vacation. So. No one you know. So okay. Which would make me pick the beachside hut more than the woods, because at least the beachside hut gives me the possibility of meeting strangers. And also that those strangers may have dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just saying, where would I find more people walking their dogs? On the beach or in the woods?
So what you are basically telling me is that you are Elliot from Stardew Valley.
I am the worst character from Stardew Valley.
I was about to say, I meant it as an insult to do it just like, yeah. You see, it is not that bad if you yourself are the Elliot.
Yes, it's worse to be around an Elliot than to be an Elliot. Because when you are an Elliot, you're not aware that you're an Elliot.
So I guess for me then this means going off the grid
woods.
And hanging out in the woods. Cool, I'm fine with it. I believe this was not.
And it's like, you come back and it's like you missed so much. Rocket graduated college and you weren't there. During this entire month you were gone, he actually just pooped in the litter box like a normal ferret.
Like a good
He does. What if that's why? What if you left for a month? He actually does have manners. He only poops outside of it to spite you.
I would not
because he realizes that he's trying to defy against the actual alpha in the house.
Oh, I doubt that do we have an alpha in this house? I doubt there is one. Maybe loophole.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like he could detect that you are the only other dude in the house. So, like, he's like, I need to defy against the other dude, because he doesn't have another ferret buddy to defy.
But it's not just me who has to clean up the poop on the floor, so...
He doesn't realize that. He doesn't have that much intelligence.
Anyways, yeah, I'm all out of questions.
Okay, let's see. Do we have anything else? Okay. Another one from Avocado Burger. How long do you think your favorite animated character would last playing your favorite video game?
Oh, yeah. I actually saw that earlier and I was like, oh no, this is 3 questions in one.
How so?
First, I need to figure out who is my favorite animated character. Then I need to figure out what is my favorite video game. And then I actually need to answer the question itself.
Okay, so this is not a 3-part question for me.
Oh, you already know your favorite animated character, Shaggy.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite video game?
I feel like Shaggy could play most video games well. God, I guess the part is, what's my favorite video game?
FNAF.
No.
Fall Guys.
No.
Phasmophobia.
You don't just list games that you either don't play or don't like.
Phasmophobia.
That is definitely not my favorite game.
Huh.
It would be entertaining to watch Shaggy play it, though.
Oh, it would be.
Like, give us a sign, man.
And the other players are like, how did you manage to teleport from one end of the house to the other, Shaggy? I don't know, I just ran through the door and then I came back out in the corridor and then in this one and then Shaggy was under there, Scooby.
Your Shaggy just turns into Morty very fast.
I'm a
I guess Shaggy playing like Wind Waker or something. Wind Waker is one of my favorites. I feel like he'd be very happy to play something so calming. Maybe that will make him finally chill.
Okay.
Shaggy just needs to have a Nintendo Switch on him at all times to calm him down while he's... I feel like I'm turning him into an iPad kid, but the dude goes through so much.
Okay. So, favorite animated character. I mean, that's also the thing. They keep switching every now and then. So, who would be my favorite? Yeah, what is my current one? Now, for example, a few years ago, I potentially would have said Rayla, the Moonshadow Elf. Nowadays, I would say, like, no, take any of those damn loser characters out of my sight.
They're all lame.
A few years ago, I might have said Harley Quinn, but oh no! So,
Patra?
and she's not my favorite character. I dig her and everything, but not favorite animated character. I mean, I have.
Is there anything on your posters back there that may help you?
Well, that's always a good idea, actually. Actually, from real characters, we only have Nightmarian. We have Luna. Oh, a hell of a boss. Nah. I like Hell of a Boss, but not to a degree. Okay, what do we have here?
I mean, Blitz would have been a close second place for me.
I like her aesthetics.
Oh, Mirko, yeah.
But beyond her aesthetics, she has too much development in the show to make her my favorite character. Look, no, Lola Bunny, no. I literally know nothing about her, and the more I learn about her, the less I like her.
Come on, there has to be someone.
There has to be. Shit, favorite animated character.
What are things that we've watched recently?
That I actually enjoyed,
really like?
Unlike Ladybug or...
We've been on a weird string of watching...
watching shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I mean, of our watch shows,
anime. Does anime count?
I mean, you were looking at a character from My Hero, so I guess it would. What about the girl from Romantic Killer?
I considered her a moment ago as well, but the thing is, it has been so long that she currently doesn't even live in my head anymore, rent free or
anyone from Owl House?
Oh, that's
like Ida or.
Oh, that's a good idea. A new Disney Owl House. I could see an Amity or Luz.
I would have picked if we were going with Disney. I would have picked Devil Dinosaur from Moon Girl.
Yeah,
he's just a sweet boy.
He is a sweet boy.
And I do also love also Lunella's best friend. She is a delight.
Not Willem Afton. No.
William Afton, just Matthew Lillard. I pick Shaggy, and Max just has Matthew Lillard playing a video game.
But yeah, okay. Let's just go with Amity. So we have a character who probably has no experience. Yeah, exactly. Also fluctuating constantly. So I guess I could either go for an all-time classic, go for a current one that I love.
I feel like Amity would love playing the Shipbreaker game you play. It feels very much in her vibe.
Yeah, it is, but I'm not sure if Shipbreaker is my decompression game. So when I just have like 20 minutes to play. Also, I keep starting one chance. no revival campaign, so hard mode. And this game is brutal. I made it all the way to level 16 or something, and then I died in a stupid way, and I alt F4 tapped out of it. Nope. I return to the game and I'm clicking on the no revival button, and it starts up a new career, and I'm like, wait, what happened to my previous
No
career?
escape.
I
No escape.
I alt F4 out of it. I alt F4 out of it. No, and then they have a little thing. It's like past careers, and I go in there and there I see my profile called The One, level 16, Death Electrocution. I'm like, no. And then I started a new one. I didn't even make it past level 6. And
Good
keep in
job.
mind, this is one of the
Good job.
games where the leveling is like, no, you level a lot in the beginning and then it slows down over time, so...
I feel bad. I mean, I feel bad for you. I have no right to point and laugh and be like, ha ha.
So no, my answer for favorite game therefore would potentially go into the direction of Hades, maybe.
Ooh, Hades is a good one.
Hades. I mean, I could see Amity digging the aesthetics and the whatnot of Hades, but I'm not sure if she is obsessed. I mean, if she really goes all nerd on it, and obsesses over it, and to get good at it, because no, she's a fantastic.
Luce would probably get obsessed with it.
Yeah, but Luce is also nerd type. But think about Amity, if she gets into it, and Hades is a perfect game to get wrapped up in. She is a top tier student, not just because of talent, but also because she is very, very dedicated and is a perfectionist in her craft. So if she makes Hades, and among video games, Hades is a great example, Shipbreaker as well, but if this is one where you are like, okay, I'm going all in and I'm going get good on this game, mwah, she will finish the game before me, which reminds me, I need to play it again.
You know what I think would be a game Amity would love?
Yeah.
Helltaker. Her I'm just discovering I'm lesbian ass would love Helltaker.
Probably, and then she can also discover her type on those great examples of demon chicks.
No, she'll find the one that's the most like loose and shit, and then Luce is like, why do you like this one so much, sweet potato? And then she'll be like,
I'm not sure which one is most like Luce. Probably Justice.
No, Justice, most definitely.
Okay.
I mean, not just because Justice is the best one, but like, but thank you for the question. Okay, we have one more.
Okay.
They say laughter is the best medicine. Oh, this is also from Enigma. They say laughter is the best medicine. So whenever you are sick or even not at your best, what are some tried and true YouTube videos or overall memes that get your funny bones rattling? So just general, what is like a YouTube video or something that, you know is guaranteed to make you laugh?
Specifically laughing, so not just comfort.
It's not a comfort video. It's just this is going to tickle me.
Yeah,
kind of
because
thing.
still having Freddy Knudsen with Down the Rabbit Hole open on my other screen, I'm like, if I'm really sick and I'm just huddled up in my blankie and having my choki, how do you say it, like?
Hot chocky.
My cocoa.
Please don't.
I have my cocoa in my blankie.
Don't do Gen Z speak. I don't like Gen Z ooh speak. They're normalizing furry speak, and I don't like that.
Excuse me, I am a furry. Have you ever checked my profile picture on basically
You're a
every
millennial
platform?
furry. You don't get to do this.
Baka. Nevertheless, where was I? Where were we? Okay, so not just comfort and sitting back, and something that joy and laughter. Okay. I mean, we already mentioned pitch meeting before. Ryan George is pretty good in pitch meeting as well as the sketches on his own channel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I guess that's your choice.
I guess so, yeah.
A lot of mine are actually not to just fire up my friends, but a lot of Derek videos are really like a lot of my go-to laughing content, especially like when the whole like Twitter username change thing kept happening, and he changed his profile to be the Queen of England after the Queen of England died.
Whoopsie.
And he just started tweeting a bunch of shit as the Queen of England. I think I showed Denim that video. So those always get me. That or the time that he just he tried to cancel himself on Twitter and he got to like number 3 on trending. So those always get me. Those are always like really good ones. God, thing is that I just have a lot of things that kill me, but they also really reveal my type of humor. But there is one video that fucking kills me, and it's from an account that loves to do like, this is basically what opera means. So they sing sing kind of paraphrased translated versions of opera songs. That is like, oh, so this is what the song basically means. And he does one for Figaro, you know. Figaro. Like, the song is basically about how the guy has a big dick and fucks a lot. And it's really fucking funny because he still sings it in an opera voice, right? So it's just this really deep one being like, suck my dick, I'm Figaro. And it fucking kills me. I love highbrow shit posting like that. And then I guess like the only other thing is anything Brian David Gilbert makes will kill me. Including the time that he made an entire Halloween album where he took ABBA songs and turned them into monster tunes. So if you ever wanted to hear a vampire sing Lay All Your Love on Me, and I think it's like Lay All Your Blood on Me, it's really fucking funny.
I guess I now have to link both of those channels down below.
I will find. Though the most recent thing that's been getting me laughing is a channel called Calvin and Habs, which are two which are two like
sounds somehow familiar. I don't know why.
It's the German and Austrian people who have lived in America for 10 years, and a lot of their shorts are a German and an American because they can do both accents. And they had a video where they're at a place with burgers, and the German one is like, "What is this? It's the burger you want." No, a big burger is supposed to be wide. This is tall, and it's like, "What's the problem? I'm not a pelican. How am I supposed to eat this?" And it fucking killed me because all these videos are just vindicating Max's thoughts on most things. It was really fucking funny.
I feel understood.
Oh, God. How do we transition?
I guess awkward silence. And I guess now we know who won this challenge.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random grabs. Time for awkward guests. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guests. It's the awkward. Artwork and analysis which you do not want to miss on awkward.